Alrighty, green team, how are we doing? I want to know how you guys did yesterday. Was over at Trade the Pools channel, had some fun over there. Good group of guys. Had a good time trading over there, but let me know how you guys did. Today we are going at it. Green team, assemble. Attacking this market. I've been still being a little bit more aggressive than usual. Going in decent sizing. Going in decent sizing, trying to push the pace a little bit. Trade with confidence and conviction, but yet manage the risk well, accordingly. Kind of throw that stop like Perfect Fall did, at those areas, that abnormal areas, because you guys know, man, you can get stopped out left and right during the market hours, at least. That's why a lot of you trade pre-market, because it doesn't feel like they're hunting for stops, because there are no stops, But during the market hours, we see a lot more manipulation. Let's dive into the computer. We got 10 minutes, and I am ready to get to it. So we got PALI popping up right now. I just pulled it up. They just came out with news a couple minutes ago. They reported 100% clinical response in Phase 1B. Phase 1B, not too great. $1.33 I'm seeing is the 200-day moving average. Just respecting that level right now. On Pally. Really anything up here 170s would be great. Phase 1 normally doesn't bring in much hype. Pretty much every pharmaceutical company passes Phase 1 because it's just, is the drug safe? The Phase 1's easy to get through. So Pally, I'm watching that. IMG up from 20 cents to 53 right now. I got about 60 cents as the 200-day moving average there. And I'm not seeing any news. Now, yesterday, I ended the day break even. I was a little aggravated about that because I called things well. And it's because I sized real heavy on one of those tickers. And I stopped into a halt. I just took a stop. But SGBX was one of these 50-cent penny plays. And, dude, I had a couple thousand shares here and rode this down quite a ways, SGBX. I was real happy with that one. But I sized a little heavy on a low float play that jumped up. So I'm going to try starting those a little small. Of course, I still want to trade confidently, sizing into them a bit, and get a nice position. But with a $500 max loss on the day, you gotta still be careful, because a couple hundred and it jumps up a couple points. That can be scary, real scary. So Emmanuel in the building. We got Kayvon back. He's been on a long vacation. So welcome, Kayvon. Are you ready to trade? You got to shake off the rust? Are you good to go? MG in the building. Good. We got the group here, and we're ready to make some of that dough. All right. Perfect Fall mentions CYRX. And I like this as a hangover. This is actually pretty good. So we clearly have Magic 920 as resistance. We can map that out. Magic 920 is tough on it. It's holding right around the previous close, but this one had, it went kind of sideways a lot of the day. Between 820, 920. So I'd like to see some profit taking there. Don't mind shorting this if we don't have as much hype yesterday. Again, the hangover, that's the idea. You have a ton of volume the day prior. The next day, we kind of profit take and fade because volume has moved elsewhere. So I like it for that risk guide. I'm tempted to stab at it, but it's got about a 19 cent spread right now. And sometimes I do jump into these, and then they'll have a little morning spike, and that's never fun to be a part of. So CYRX, I'm looking at CMCT. I think Perfect Fall just called the sloppy seconds, which is great. 1020, we could see that hold. CMCT, we'll see how this opens up. But yes, sloppy seconds push up towards VWAP, getting rejected. Magic 1020 holding up well. CMCT. And let's keep flipping through. OSTX, nearly the Magic 220. And that one just got hammered. Man, 220 was the 200-day as well. Yeah, so that one, some of these just not opening up. Once school starts with the kids, I know Perfect Fall's got the daycare going now. Like I said, congrats on that. Gives you a little bit more time, doesn't it? Getting to that stage is a little challenging. Few years with the kiddos at home. Or, how old's your kid, Perfect Fall? When preschool started for us, it was great. It gives a little bit more time. And then my son's going to start kindergarten this year in like less than 2 weeks. So I'm excited for him and excited to be able to focus on some trading. YHC pulling back off of 212. I'd like to see this one run a little bit more. I mean, this has got most of the volume. Longs are here on YHC. Didn't want to necessarily get started early here, though. It is known to pump and dump. YHC, in fact, this summer made a move up towards $11 and pulled back off of that. Nice, a year and a half. Okay. Year and a half. Mine are 3 and 5, so year and a half's fun though. It gets easier. Pally it at $1.50. Okay, Pally getting on up there. Pally $1.50. $1.33's 200-day. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep, get that social interaction, and I've noticed it makes a tremendous difference. You know, even at that young age of a year and a half, they say like a kid pretty much has completely developed their whole personality, you know, by the time they're 5. Which interesting stat. I would have thought older, but I see it now that I have a 5-year-old. I mean, he's got his personality. They say you'll have it for life. But we're throwing that in there for free today. Pally, 320 would be amazing. 320 would be amazing. 170 I'm seeing. Where are we at? We're close to 170. Yeah, that's the Phase 1B trials. All right, so Pally I'm watching. IMG did a little U-shape 54 down to 45 right now. ONDS is kind of interesting because this one's been on a really steep uptrend. Is having like a 52-week breakout over the 52-week highs. I'm just eyeballing it for potential pullback there. What else? We have FSLY that gapped up. CYRX, I do like that a lot on the hangover. And then AVAH is gapping up from 389 to 540. Let me see what's going on here. Okay, earnings. Yeah, AVAH is on earnings. A lot of earning plays this week. And then CMCT really is one of those trades we could take edgewise against kind of the highs from pre-market. I love those trades. They work out quite often. YHC, there's definitely going to be something there as well. 212 hits. Looking heavy under VWAP right now. Yeah, I don't see the news being that great on it either. But we've been seeing a lot of rando pumps during the day, and it's to take advantage of. So let's keep letting the trades just come our way, swing in our direction. GV, which I hit yesterday on a hangover from like 220 down to 2, it still looks good to pull back. We're going to be opening up right under the 200-day moving average. So that one still looks good to pull back. All right, Kayvon pointed out a few plays he's looking at out of the gates. Large cap plays, EPAM, MIDD, looking for some reversals. Large sell-off, MIDD yesterday. I guess it looks like they missed earnings. And then TWLO for some profit taking there. All right, about a minute till the market opens up, guys. Pally, we'll see how high that one can go. Let the longs have their fun at the start of the day, and then I'm looking to take over. But I don't mind. Again, I'm getting more aggressive here, but I don't mind some of these hangovers. CYRX, maybe. I mean, if we break up and over 920, let me see where we're going. It may attempt it. And then we could form another upper shadow again. I love the upper shadow this thing put, looking left to predict right. It's got $8 support, so I got to keep that in mind. Some 8 support. CYRX, I'll be watching it. see what it does out of the gates to maybe short into that play. CYRX. Let me load that one up. But market is about to open on up, guys. Let's get it. Decent spread on it right now. I'm going to load up Pally as well. And YHC. Yeah, I'm ready to strike. I'm ready to strike. Just going to be a little patient out of the gate here. All right, Pally was our leading ticker out of the gate. It may try me. He's gapping up right above the 200-day. IMG looks good to fade against the highs, but man, we would need 10 cents on that at Trade the Pool. So IMG a little higher. I don't mind hitting it. Maybe up towards 60 if it gets a morning spike. ONDS, yep. I was looking for the profit taken and starting to pull back in a little bit. We could hit it against the open ONDS because that one's already looking like we might start seeing a profit taking day. AVAH on earnings shooting straight up. Okay. 620 is good. Left of the chart. AVAH. I might have to hit this even though it's on earnings. AVAH. It's a good looking chart. It's gapping up and straight up. AVAH, 41 million in float. Perfect fall, you're locked out. They got you locked up. AVAH. I would love 6. I would love 6. What have we hit so far? 590s. All right, so AVAH 620 I like, over under. I'd love this one to shoot up there, but God, probably not going to happen. Waiting for it. Let me eyeball that one, AVAH. Pally got that little dip and rip. Okay, that happens quite often, the dip and rips on those names. ONDS sold off and then popped back up. CYRX still a maybe. A little spready there, though. God, blast that out. Okay, AVAH. Really want that 620. Okay, here we go. Might be getting it. It's so close to 6, we're probably going to get up through it, I would imagine. Come on, man. Let's get on up and through it. This hit 599 so far. 550 VWAP still holding up. I have not hit it yet. YHC, man, dude. That one's been heavy under VWAP. God. YHC's been heavy under VWAP. CYRX back up to like it's up over 920. Just creeping up there too. And CMCT heavy against VWAP. YHC pulling back. And Pally still holding up, right? All right, so Pally's still holding up. Going up towards 180. 220s, 220's good, and 320's really good too on Pally. Yeah, they could run that one up. I could see him running that one up. And then AVAH, I'm still looking for that next leg pop up towards like 620. Been kind of patient for it here. Six is getting close. You tried IMG this morning, perfect fall. Yeah, it didn't look too bad. Maybe heavy right now. Tons of resistance at 6. Yeah, it's the one I'm trying to get involved with here. I'm trying to force myself not to be too early because we're so close to 6, it feels like it's just going to shoot up through it. I'd like to get my entry up and over 6. But buyers are certainly still stepping up. Bids keep popping up here. I want to see that move up through 6, and then I'll get involved with it. It's going to be quick. That's why I'm kind of focused here a little bit. Could throw a feeler out, but start these early too much. Look at the weekly chart, AVAH. So it's trying for that 620 breakout. Big, like this weekly candlestick, man. Yeah, 6 is holding up. It's pulling back. All right, what's Pally doing? Pally's still holding around 180. YHC still heavy. And CYRX making a leg up right now. Pally hit 190 so far. It's pulling back off of that. FSLY hit the 200-day, and it's pulling. It's a slower play, but this one looks like it's kind of heavy against 760s. Look at all those upper wicks. 760 on FSLY. I might could hit. Well, I don't know if it shoots down 15 cents. Might could hit that one if it gets a little closer to that risk. 760 doesn't seem bad on it. Ava's back up to 591. It's really trying for 6. Eyes are peeled on it. And then FSLY looks real heavy, man. It looks real heavy. All right, Ava about to be up through 6. That's crazy. Okay, FSLY, maybe an entry there. Still eyeballing that one. And Pally. Pally is the top set there. We got to figure that out with Pally. It's going to be quick, this AVAH. That's why I'm waiting for it. Here it comes up again. If you knock on the door enough, it's going to open, right? So Ava keeps knocking. That FSLY definitely has my attention too. Pally's heavy against 190 now, pulling on back quite a bit. is that backside. We got to figure that out against the highs. IRWD straight up to the magic 20-cent area and pulling back. I'm not trying to tunnel in on anything. What is this? RUN making the run. Making the runs. Better than expected earning on RUN. Tapping a lot of resistance up here at 12. All right, RUN, I'm going to load that one up too. I don't mind trying it up here against like 12.20. I'm gonna throw an order on it. 12.20 is gonna be the stop. RUN like 12.25. Got 12.02 short on it. I'm gonna place the 12.25 stop on RUN. FSLY. I'm thinking about FSLY. That one just looks heavy against VWAP 760s. There's so many earnings plays today, guys. Fades in the building. Was wondering where you're at, man. You catch anything in pre-market this morning? Yeah, run. I got a short on that one against pretty much the highs. I want to see that one is tapping some resistance. Maybe start pulling back. Pulling back in a little bit. Ava's just holding up. Oh my God, YHC is giving everything back. RIP to those longs. Dude. Miss YC GV looks good for backside. Yeah, GV I liked again today because it didn't really profit take yesterday, but kind of real slow. That one's being real slow right now. Pally, man. God bless it. MATV, MG, yep, right up to the 200-day as well. Another earnings play. So many earnings plays. Kind of thin. 200 days at 861, which I hit 860. Maybe some speed behind it, MG. Waiting for some speed, and then 920 I'm seeing is pretty good too. MATV's not terrible. If we could get some speed behind it. Oh my God, dude. Why can't I bet him? It's like every time I don't take the trade, they do this pally move. 190 just straight down. Absolutely straight down. Oh, IMG's popped up towards the 200-day. IMG. This is kind of interesting. IMG up towards 60. Closed at 20 cents. Right up to 60 is the 200-day moving average. IMG. Oh, up to 65 cents. I'm going to take a short here, guys. Up here in the 62 range. Decent chunk of shares. I would need it back down to 52. Hitting that 200. I like that, though. I like that level. Let's see what IMG is going to do up here. What's Ava? What did Ava end up doing? I like that upper wick up towards 69 cents on IMG. I really like those upper wicks when they develop. So went in a little heavier IMG after that upper wick towards 69. I'd like to see it stay heavy, really against 69. Working that in RUN right now. I may take a stab at Ava. I mean, she just hasn't got the 6 break, and now she's pulling down towards VWAP and might be cracking that. AVAH. RUN down towards the low 1180s. That one's working out real well. I'm going to take a piece off 1174. Then I'm going to place an adjusted stop, 11. Let me take 10-cent roll messes me up on this. Let me take it all and then hit it again on sloppy seconds. Let me see what it's going to do here. Yeah, see the pop right up into the 1190s. That's exactly what I did not want. Take it off right there. Let me see if how that trade calculated it. If I got the 10 cents averaged. Looks to be the case. IMG parabolic. Yeah, I'm like an IMG to kind of scale that. So it gave it to me, 36 bucks on it. IMG's pulling back in. I got a 62 average on it, 1,500 shares. So that one down towards, I need it towards like 52 cents. But yeah, this IMG could be a nice winner here. I'm kicking back with that one. RUN back up to 1220s. RUN, oh motherfucker. I didn't take my stop off. What did it just give it to me at? Great. Absolutely great. All right. Yeah, take your stops off. Break even on that loss right there, about $4. Idiot, Kevin. Absolute idiot. So IMG, I'm working that one. AVAH looks heavy on the VWAP right now. MATV, MG, good work there. Man, good work there. That was beautiful how it touched that 200-day moving average and pulled back off of that. Pally, unbelievable. I'm kind of aggravated I didn't get a piece of that. IMG is looking all right. We need it heavy still against that 200-day and upper wick it just put in. ONDS still heavy. Yeah, ONDS could be a sleepy play. FSLY too. Okay, CYRX, that hangover had the pop and pulled back. CYRX, we could see this one stay heavy. Any pop up towards VWAP, 914 against the highs, we could, that's really not a bad play right there. The chart CYRX for a slow fade. Yeah, I like this one against pretty much the highs are 920. We popped over 920. Sometimes these hangovers do that where they'll give you the pop over the resistance and then they'll pull back in. I'm thinking about it. I don't like the short weakness, especially after dropping 50 some cents. But I do like that one. Yeah, IMG would be a great fade off of that upper wick. That would be amazing. That'll be a big trade. Got a decent chunk of change there. BRLT, MG. Okay, good alert. BRLT, pump. Anything going on there? Earnings. Earnings play. BRLT. Tapping some resistance left of the chart. AVAH is heavy. I believe it. 350 as well, I'm seeing. Okay, BRLT, need a little bit more on it. Another euphoric move there. AVAH heavy. Yeah, I like it. I've been thinking about it. Pretty much the risk got at this point would be that $6. Now that it hasn't been able to break it, I mean, I could stab at it risking just the 6. But here it goes up towards it. I do like AVAH. I feel like as soon as I get involved with this, they're going to shoot it up through 6. It's my only worry. I've been waiting so long for that 6 push. Okay, BRLT, what's she doing? 220. Okay, we might have some guys trying to scoop up BRLT down here to make a next leg up. Q3 sales are up 8 to 10% year over year. Full year revenue to grow a few percent. BRLT. So that one's 88 million in the float. Up from 138 previous close. Next leg up, I wouldn't mind smacking that one. Whack-a-mole style. Perfect fall. What you got? AVAH? Yeah, I mean, I like it. It is heavy. I'm going to do it. But I'm kind of scared doing it. I'm going to put a stop on it up towards 6. Like 598. I do like it. It looks heavy, but I'm a little scared with that one, AVAH. I'm going to put a stop right before the 6 break if she tries to attempt it again. IMG pulling back in a little bit. Here we go, IMG. Come to Papa. Come to Papa, IMG. Under 50 cents would be great here. AVH looking heavy. IMG looking heavy off of that upper wick. IMG looking for 51. I really could probably kick back here with IMG against those highs. Okay, BRLT you mentioned. I'm going to take that 51 order off for now. I'm just going to, it looks good. It looks heavy. Let's see, maybe if it'll get back down to VWAP. BRLT pumping fast means it should dump some more. Yeah, that second leg up right there to 240. God bless it. I missed it. I'm so focused on IMG. BRLT, yeah, that second leg up right there. I was looking for it. Pulling back off of that. CYRX still looking heavy as well, under 913. And Ava creeping up a little bit. It's getting a little spready there, though. Ava creeping up just a little bit. All right, BRLT, that's still in play right now. It might be backside heavy off of that 245. Yeah, BRLT slowing down quite a bit. MG, as far as earnings go, should we be shorting earnings plays? I'm more cautious with those for sure. Yeah, this was my worry with AVAH. So annoying. It did get that pop back up there. It nearly took me out. Tons of volume just came in right there. I want to see what it's going to do. I'm gonna take AVAH off. That puts me at a little red on the day right now. I got IMG though working. I'm gonna kick back, still kicking back with IMG, and then BRLT. If that one's about to make a next leg up again, so BRLT may still be another play. Oh, you're wondering about this one, MG, as far as earnings go. Yeah, it's tough. The earnings didn't look great. It's likely just getting pumped. Anyways, it's already up nearly 100%. Yep, so BRLT, monitoring that one for a short. See a next leg up, and I'll start getting involved with this one. Perhaps like 320 is the idea here. Something I'd be looking at. Probably start at half of what I'm going to be going, maybe 150. It's testing this high right now, 240s. Come on, 240s, break. What move was that on IMG? IMG just shot from 53 cents to 58. All right, BRLT's up. I'm going to hit it up here with 150. I'm going to hit it again up towards 320 is my plan with BRLT. So I got a 247 average right now. IMG was interesting. Oh, my God. Now shooting straight down, IMG. What is going on with IMG, guys? I am absolutely confused with IMG's price action. I'm wanting it to stay heavy against like the 63s, 4s, 5s. I mean, I may take it off. It was up a decent chunk if it starts heading back up towards the highs. I want it to stay heavy on this push. BRLT pulling back in. Looking a bit heavy off of that 250 push. I'm gonna hit it again on this pop. Stop over high. Stop over the high now. Well, we need a sell-off crack under this trend. Monitoring it up here. Back up towards the highs. I'm going to take it off. It looks like it wants the next leg up. I'm going to hit it again, though, up here. Looks like it wants up through the 250, so I'm just going to take it off and get back in it here in a second. Want it to stay heavy on that, what felt like a sloppy seconds push. Didn't happen, so still bouncing off VWAP, so the theory there was invalidated. This could turn into like the play of the day for the longs. Man, it's up here at a lot of resistance. Yeah, I'm gonna kick back there just for a little bit. RUN pulling back in. Pally, dude. Pally was so good. And AVAH finally got the 6 move, guys, and then pulled back in off of that. How annoying is that? How annoying is that? All right, BRLT still kind of sideways price action. I mean, it's just kind of grinding up. I want to wait for some more of that euphoria to slip on in there to get involved with it. SLDP made a straight up move, 350s to 450. They released earnings yesterday. It's a power play. Yeah, I like that phase. Pump fast, dump fast. I mean, that's generally how it works. They're still holding this one up a bit. I mean, I'd love to be involved in this one when it starts dumping, but where am I at on the day right now? Okay. Try to manage the risk well on it. Here's the next leg up. I'm looking for that fast up as you're suggesting. And now it looks like it's about to crack. See what it does here. Is it going to accumulate shorts and pop right back up? They always find the one ticker to do that, right? Where you'll see it looking heavy, about to crack, and then poof, right back up. Okay. Yeah, Ava, man, god dang it, that was frustrating. I was waiting so long for that 6 push. It finally did it at 10 and then started dumping. Where all the liquidity is. Such annoying, trappy action. See, finally doing their stop hunt, which I was sitting there waiting for. CRML just got a random pop, $4 to 443. Not seeing a whole lot there. BRLT 250s. So that one's still trying to hold. I'm still waiting to attack that one. RUN pulling back in off of 1220s. It could be the risk guide there on RUN. IMG pulling back a little bit down towards VWAP. I'd love that one. And then, yeah, I mean, the CRYX was good. Perfect fall. I mean, that was heavy right there against 9 and then dropped down into the 850s. Should have taken it. I mean, it just was heavy. Nothing going on there. There were no buyers stepping in there. And Pally's or BRLT still heading higher. The Ava looks heavy too now against VWAP. I mean, I could attempt to get some of these on the backside. Oh, BRLT just put in a big upper wick. Hang on, hang on, hang on. I'm getting involved here, BRLT. After that big upper wick. It's a very similar trade idea to the IMG. I like that big upper wick. 273. Okay, so 240 we need to crack under, it looks like. 240 and the 235 VWAP's been holding up. But there were a lot of orders that just shot in here through to 273. It feels like that upper wick there might cause this thing to start pulling back in and cracking. We'll see. Yeah. Pulling back in a little bit. We need to hold this, though. We need to hold this under 240 and under VWAP. We don't want to see a lower shadow developing here. I could hit it again and like 250 be the risk guide. Thinking about hitting it again. Yeah, it's looking heavy, guys. $230's trying to hold. Needs to crack under 230. Fake liquidity sweep. That was probably a real one. Yeah. Yeah, we were thinking the same thing on that. All right, I'll take it there, 225. Good. Down to 219. I was thinking about hitting it again, but I'll take that. I mean, I threw a couple hundred at it. I got IMG still working over here. I need that one down towards like 50 cents. But similar theory on both of those wins. Well, so far IMG's doing well, but just waiting for that big upper wick. Because, I mean, the same thing happened, guys, on AVAH. The most volume on the day. If you look at the volume chart, the most volume on the day, they're pulling these towards their liquidity. That is what they're doing on these names. Pulling them to the liquidity. Yeah, IMG's back up close to 60. That's the 200-day moving average. It's looking good, but I need it to stay heavy and start heading towards VWAP. BRLT, man. I don't mind working a sloppy seconds position there. I'm looking for a pop to get involved with it. Look how much Pally gave back. $1.90 down to $1.08. So we can get a significant move on the backside BRLT. IMG back up to 62 cents. Absolutely ridiculous. I'll probably be stopping out up here and revisiting. Let me see what she's going to do. The stop originally here was that big upper wick, kind of similar to BRLT. I just, reclaiming that liquidity sweep is what I would not want. So that's what I'm eyeballing with IMG. I do not want that one back up towards the highs at this point. All right, then BRLT, we could wait for a backside move there as well. Man, that's an IMG's annoying that it popped all the way back up there. It would be nice to hit it again there, after taking profits. Perhaps I could have taken it off. It was close, the 10 cents. 240. Yeah, BRLT's real heavy right now, guys. Ha! I wish perfect fall. No, I did not take any IMG off. That one went down to 52. I have not even 52. I don't think I had my 10 cents on it. I'm at 62. It went down to like 52.20. I haven't taken any off yet. I got a little BRLT, so I'm setting at red on fees at the moment, minus the IMG trade. I need IMG to work out. It's really what I need. BRLT, here's the trade. I took it off once it popped back up to the highs, which is where that liquidity was and what they were planning on doing that whole time. And, man, dude, I should have sized this. Me and Fades had the same idea. Once they did, dude, seriously, IMG in this trade, IMG's back down too, by the way. IMG, we're going to do a little lesson on it, but IMG was the same theory as BRLT. As soon as I saw that liquidity move, it's like, it's game time. I'm ready to get in. Put me in, coach. So BRLT could be a similar thing where I'm looking. Look how heavy that is on pops. Looking for any kind of a pop there to, short into. Could be the idea there. But I'm looking for that, dude. This is an upper wick kind of day. Look for those upper wicks and take the short. Ava's not bad now either, perfect fall. Ava still is heavy against VWAP. It already did that. I stopped out into that move I was looking for, but they got their liquidity on it, so I may reattack AVAH. I like that one just for a slow fade today. I'd be really annoyed if that thing popped back up to the highs. BRLT, maybe a sloppy seconds play there I'm looking at. But outside of that, guys, what are we looking like? How'd the meetings go? Yeah, the thing on IMG Perfect Fall 2 that would have been better is if I had an order out at 51, it didn't take me out. But then hitting it again up here, when it pops up, given the sloppy seconds. I'm looking for a big picture play here. I'd like this thing similar to that SGNX, just like a slow unwind. Stay heavy against all these upper wicks and come down towards like the VWAP or lower. I'd like to scale out of that position. Actually have a decent winner there. I may try AVAH one more time. Now that we've seen this big volume. Yeah, I'm going to try it again. 300 shares. So I'm going a little heavier. Pretty much against like mid 90s. I don't want it popping back up towards the highs again. All right, IMG, where are we at? We're down towards the lows. I need a couple winners. Perfect fall. Like, if I want to have the bigger days, I gotta have more than one trade working out, you know? That is the absolute annoyance. You gotta be shitting me, dude. I'm putting a 5. This happened to me last time I took the trade AVH as well. It's about to be blacklisted. I Putting the 597 stop on it. All right, IMG's down at 51. All right, I got out at 51 cents, IMG. That was at least a good trade so far that I was able to milk. All right, that puts me at 143 on the day, but Ava's not working out right now for me. So I got a 597 stop on it. Yeah, back up there. I really wouldn't like this thing. All the way back up to where it did the liquidity sweep. Like, let's not do that. All right, BRLT's been still fading. IMG in the 48.9 cent area. Fade, you're thinking just go ahead and smack a leftover position. Yeah, that's an interesting thought. I'm just real annoyed with this AVAH. I've played it bad. James, CMCT. Yeah, I've played it real bad. Michelle in the building. What's going on, guys? Day's going all right. I mean, day's going all right. I want to string together like a few good wins. That's my aggravation right now. I keep taking a bunch of, bunch of L's and then a good winner. And I haven't quite, I've been trying to get more aggressive, Michelle, but I haven't quite had the day I'm looking for. We're going to get perfect fall to leave the corporate life here before too long, though. I mean, some of these moves are just... not entirely rational, so I just stopped out twice on this Ava. Look how awful this chart is. Yeah, don't do this, guys. Yeah, I'm probably barely freaking up on the day. Still up $73 somehow. I mean, I guess I'll take it. It's because, like, the ones I'm most convicted about, I'll size in. The IMG, I sized in there. BRLT, I should have sized in a bit more. I was only a couple hundred after that liquidity move. All right, let's find the next one. I'm not trading AVAH anymore. Oh, yeah, I'm not trading it again. Probably the earnings plays, right, MG? Pally, dude. Oh, my God. Oh, CMCT. Yes, James. Look at that move it just made. The 970s up towards that pre-market resistance. That is exactly what I'm looking for. CMCT. Let me get a pop on this thing, and then I'm going to probably get involved here. Maybe towards 920s, 30s. Those upper wicks I like a lot towards the 970s. It's bouncing off the open right now. Please give us something to work with here. I have to do a limit order because this thing is flopping around. Okay, 9, 10, 100 shares I got. 9, 10. Pretty much the stop for me is back up towards those upper wicks, which is giving back my day. But up towards 970. It's going to be my stop on it. CMCT. Thank you, Perfect Fall. IMG was pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy overall. I mean, there's a lot we can go over. I'm happy overall that I'm trying to normalize sizing up, and I think it's hitting. I think it is hitting. I'm getting kind of comfortable sizing up a little bit. You know, probably at least double, maybe triple some trades. So I'm trying to normalize that a bit. 100 here I wouldn't have done with how quickly this is moving, but this one can pay out pretty good if we're going to stay heavy against the 70s. But again, I know the risk here, so there's nothing to really be scared about. I mean, I know the risk is up towards those upper shadows, 970s. But yeah, Michelle, a couple of the guys will explain that to you while I'm working this trade right now. Man, this has been an upper shadow kind of day. Wow. I mean, those have been the best plays today. The BRLT, IMG, and now CMCT. Yeah. It's a great, like, edge to trade, guys. Just kind of wait for the liquidity sweeps and then jump in. I mean, we see how well that's been working so far. All right, CMCT just shot up into the 30s. I'm gonna hit it again up here. But this thing's gotta be tight, dude. I gotta be tight with it. I might give it just a little bit more room if it's going to do the sweep over. Kind of like Perfect Fall says, if crap hits the fan, which it could right here with the way this thing's moving. Like give it like a 10-20 stop, which is going to be a decent stop on this thing. But I could give it a 10-20 stop. Yeah, I threw a 10-20 stop on it, which is going to be $150 loser if this thing shoots up there. About a 920 average on it at the moment. I'm not loving that it's holding this VWAP. I might... Yeah, this thing's actually feeling like it could get that move. This thing could get the move. It's up here towards the upper shadows, guys. Kind of a dangerous play right now. Yeah. I'm going to reduce it down to 980s. I think I'm going to get stopped out on this. Let me see. BRLT, is it giving sloppy seconds? I have the 10-20 stop here, but I feel like it's going to get hit. Man, it's putting in. Man, it reclaimed these upper shadows. Bringing it down to 1001. Stop is going to be 982 now, bringing it down. All right, decent pullback here, but then popping right back up. Interesting. Man, this one got more volume on it than I thought it was going to. I'll be honest about that. I thought this one was going to stay pretty heavy against those upper wicks, but we pulled back. $975 has double topped so far. You like it, Michelle? Yeah, I mean, I like it too. You can't marry anything, though. Gotta try to... I'd like to stay heavy. We just double topped, so that's pretty much my risk guide at this point. I don't want to triple top up there. Let's stay heavy and start pulling back down under 9. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I should have had an order out, apparently. Let me see how that chart's looking. Man, we just sold off to 875 and popped up. So many people place their orders, so they actually get out, and then we see the pop right back up. I was pretty much looking for that move, but it happened so fast. I'd be fairly surprised at this point if we reclaim the highs. Let's get back under 9. All right, there's 9. Let's get the ask under 9. I'm trying to get the ask under 9. All right, taking half off 880s. Half off 880s. Taking my stop off, by the way. And I'll set a trail of... No. Can't do that. All right, let's sell off into the 40s. Let's panic right here. This is the time to panic. Let me take most off, actually. 880s. Let me see if we get one more leg down. All right, 860s. I'll come out all of it. Okay. Man, I feel like I should be way more up than I am on the day. I've had a few decent losers, so I'm only up. I'm up 137 right now on the day. But I've had a few decent losers. Let's see what else there is to trade. It's only 1039. BRLT could give us the sloppy seconds. IMG down to 47 cents. Heck yeah. And Ava's back up through 6, so good stops there. CMCT, good eye there, James. All right, let's kick back with the team for a second. How are we doing, Green Team? Perfect fall. You've been locked out of your account. That cracks me up. I do the same thing though. Like I know where I struggle, but thankfully with Trade the Pool, you know, I can't really struggle with it because I have a max loss on the day. You know, I will fall in love with scaling some of these plays, so thankfully that helps. Well, that cracks me up. I mean, you gotta know your weaknesses and then put guardrails around it. The market opens, I cannot trade anymore. Right when the market opens. IMG, yeah, good work there, dude. 45 cents. Oh. Are you still with it, Fades? IMG? Man, what a trade there. Straight up to the magic 69 number. We got a couple magic numbers, the 20 cents and the 69. Michelle, can you trade options? I think it's just equities. And CMCT, yep. Good alert there. Yeah. Emmanuel, you're good? Good. Tesla's been good to you? The relief you have. Are you sure it's relief? Are you itching to trade? Well, you probably have relief because what would you have hit? You would have been smacking all this BRLT. IMG was good though. I don't know, guys. I'm feeling good. Like, up 137. Yeah, we're climbing up, guys. We're up 404. We're doing good. I mean, I can't make it all in one trade, anyways. You guys know that. But if I make like $200-300 a trade, I mean, that'll get you there. I guess we're doing pretty good. It's just, that if we get a day where we're not taking a bunch of these kind of losers, and these were like $60 losers right there, and then BRLT took a little loser on. Run took a loser on. Oh my God, Pally. I still think there's more meat, perhaps, on BRLT. Pally dropped all the way down to the previous close, 99 cents. It dropped under that. I think that's a great lesson on the day, though, guys. I mean, seriously, these waiting for the look. One of the things that works well for me is waiting for, and I'm still looking for trades, by the way. I'm just kind of talking while we're KAVL random pump and right up to the 200 day. All right, I'm gonna throw that one down. I would need it at like 80 cents or higher. Yeah, dude, that's a great lesson. I mean, waiting for the volume, the biggest volume wick on the day normally is like the trend reversal sign. That's what I've seen a lot of. Fades agreed with it on BRLT. I mean, that's why I jumped in even kind of late there. I'm like, dude, I'm 30 cents off the highs, but I mean, from what I've seen, trading for a while, I mean, that's a really good telltale sign. Once you get as far as trend reversal on the short side, once you get that largest candlestick or largest volume on the day, that's a good sign of a trend reversal. So KAVL, watching that one, a move up through the highs up towards 80 some cents, I would hit it. CREG is a slower one, curling up to pre-market resistance. I love the discipline though to do that. I mean, you're pretty much documenting your journey and you're realizing where am I profitable or not profitable. And in perfect fall, you could go on CMEG's website and actually find out some key information as far as like when you're profitable, what you're profitable on. I got to answer a phone call. Give me 1 second. All right, guys, back. How are we doing? Perfect fall. I see. Yeah, you got your meetings and whatnot. Yeah, we've had a few people in here. I think Emmanuel as well. And who else? Baron in here. He'll be like providing people with counseling while he's trading. Have you guys seen that meme where it's like somebody's getting like an MRI done, and they're like, "How's it look?" And they're on the computer trading. Oh, everything looks great. Uh, so yeah, everybody's multitasking to a degree. I think Emmanuel's even been interviewing people for jobs while he's trading. I remember asking him, I'm like, "Did they get the job?" He said no. He must have had a red trade on that one. But yeah, I mean, I get it, the multitasking, especially with kids too. I mean, I remember a trader saying they were going to take the summer off because they got a couple little kids, and KAVL, dude. Man, that call just cost me some money. James, yeah, a lot of people like doing deliveries in here too. Yeah. And Doug does we truck drivers and Amazon deliveries. We got a hard working crew in here. But I love it. I love it. I love the green team. All right, BRLT's back up towards VWAP. James doing some deliveries. Emmanuel scheduling an interview right now. Let's hope you're going to have a green day that day. For their sake. All right, BRLT maybe on sloppy seconds. I see the lower shadows as forming against even 220s up towards VWAP. Better at multitasking. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we gotta know ourselves, dude. I remember Baron would come in here and he'd be shorting the low float pumps like in pre-market, but then going and like taking showers and making breakfast, but he slow scales, so he would start like 25 shares and just build a position. But dude, I'm like, that's probably their. I don't know. You gotta have balls for that, man, because I don't know. I can't take my eyes off of trades, which is a problem too at times. All right, run is really heavy on this bottom trend. Are you in? I swear to God, I've already taken one L on this trade. Are you in? Tempting me here, tempting me. Run is kind of dribbling out on this trend. I think I got to stab at it something, guys. I think I have to stab something at this. I'm gonna throw a little bit at it with a 12 risk. Up and over 12 risk. It looks heavy. Looks like the crack's coming, but it's kind of dribbling out on this bottom trend. I'll give it up and over 12. Kind of preserving I'm sizing smaller on this. Yeah, this is kind of head and shoulder-ish. 1205 being the shoulders. All right, there's 1201. I'm a genie in a bottle, man. Sometimes. Half the time. 30%. Let me look at the stats. 51% of the time. I don't know. With this challenge, where am I at? Consistency. I'm at 56. Up 404. Emmanuel's serious. I'm not hiring anyone if I get a red day. ADHD, yeah. With the trading, for sure, man, it's hard. That can be tough. I feel like I have trader ADHD. Like I'm flipping around all over the place. BRLT, congrats, guys. That was looking decent on that sloppy seconds right there. Congrats. That just halted down. Wow, what a payout. What a payout, BRLT. Shoulda, woulda, coulda there. Fades, you're with it, right? That was looking good. That was looking good. My only hesitancy were these lower shadows coming into that move. I was like, maybe it wants to retest a little higher. But, yeah. Pulled back, went sideways. Baron's in here. I was complimenting you, Baron. I was like, I don't know how he does it. God, man, we missed it. I did at least. Talking mess. Talking about how everybody has how everybody's multitasking their jobs. I'm like, yeah, Baron's in here counseling while he's trading. Emmanuel's interviewing people. Okay, KAVL back up, sloppy seconds, back up towards 200-day moving average. KAVL. 74 cents right there. It's a 200-day. Dude, I missed so many plays too talking. I feel like I've gotten decent at multitasking as far as commentating, like commentating, trading. But part of doing live streams is I can't just tunnel in on one play, you know. I mean, I could. It's not beneficial though for the group. There's RUN with is it accumulating shorts down here? It's cracking that line and popping right back up. Perfect fall heading out, getting lunch. I hear ya. Get that Happy Meal. Josh win the building. Didn't get to engage much this morning. Made some small gains. Were you multitasking too, Josh? Dude. Yeah, that sloppy seconds move right there. Well, Baron, are you at least green on the day? Yeah, waiting for these. Yeah, everybody in here is multitasking. BRLT, man, like, God, had a nice little trend right there to it. Got heavy, slowed down, and just tanked. What an upper shadow on this chart, too. What an upper shadow she just put in. RUN cracked VWAP and is bouncing back up. I might have to take that one off. It's aggravating. Yeah, I'll come out of run. All right, up 125 on the day right now. Run, accumulating some more shorts and heading up and out again. Craig at the Magic 220. That one hit and pulled back off of that. We could stay heavy against 220. Yeah, maybe on Craig. Maybe that Magic 220 hitting. Clear wrist. That's what I like about it. BRLT, are we opened up there yet? Yeah, looks like it. Is it? Yeah, it's open. Dude, it ain't moving. BRLT is not moving. All right, so right now, KAVL is good. I need a little higher, though. Maybe another leg up, 80 cents or so. Craig is a maybe against 220 risk. Pally took most of my gains at the open. It's so aggravating to watch what these things do after the fact, too. Getting something like this, man. Leaving leftovers on that. Just be so good. If BRLT pops up and over, I don't know, up towards like 210 or so, it could be decent to take a short there. You should have muted me, Baron. Should have muted me. I need a mute button for myself too. Hangovers working? No. What were the hangovers? It was CMCT still kind of heavy. I could see that one fading off of VWAP. If we're looking for slow faders, I could see CMCT fading off of VWAP. The other hangover was CYRX was kind of nice, but she's creeping back up towards the open. IMG still heavy. And then ONDS maybe fades. ONDS maybe, because this one, look at the last 5 days here. And it's kind of heavy on its previous. It's actually red on the day right now, so the risk is tight. Previous close, perhaps. 340. Yeah, I kind of like ONDS. Profit taken, start fading. It's a real slow one, too, which is helpful. Maybe ONDS. All right, so KAVL's pulling back off of the 200 tap. Man, it looks good. I don't know if I can get 10 cents out of this because I got to with Trade the Pull. It's kind of got a descending triangle going on. I would take it if I could, milk like 4 or 5 cents out of it. I would take it. I don't think I can get. I don't know about 10 cents out of it right here. Man, I really wanted that towards 80. It looked really good. BRLT is probably going to slow down a lot here coming up towards lunch hours. And then Craig. Smart Power. SKYT for the longs, James. SKYT's, yeah, a little steady uptrend to it. You got Sana fading. Good. Yeah, good fade there. James, how's your eval been going? You working on sizing, risk management, trading the edge? Craig. 230 could be the risk out on Craig. She's curling back up. It popped up with a lot of volume to 220. pulled back under 2, and now we're heading back up again. The daily has a lot of like 230 resistance. It's a slow one. I mean, there's a lot of like 230 to 40 resistance on Craig. I think I'd be interested up and over 220. Slightly interested here. Yeah, hit 218, pulled back off of that. BRLT 193. Well, then KAVL bouncing off VWAP. We might get an entry there, KAVL. Since that, what interview was Friday? Oh, the Bernadette interview. Been swinging for the fences. I don't know if it's good to swing for the fences. You're saying, and are you sizing up in like pre-market? Yeah, KAVL up towards. Yeah, I might. Okay, I gotta load up KAVL. She's curling up. I'm gonna have 2 entries on this thing. Come on, let's get up through the highs. I'm putting a 80-cent order out, 750 shares. I'm going to hit it with another 750 towards $1. I want to see 80 cents. Getting close, getting close. Breaking through the highs here. No more pre-market at all. Haven't had much luck there. Yeah, no, I mean, know yourself, know your trading. It's good that you recognize that. As long as the evals are so cheap, you're going to swing till you get one passed. Yeah, I'm sure there's differing opinions on that. I mean, I'm trying to like do a hybrid of what you're. I mean, I want to trade how I'm gonna trade when I'm funded, and I do want to size up with the eval and when I'm funded. I want to be trading a little heavier. Go for a few $100 days. Ah, come on, man. KVL. Not gonna give it to me probably. It's right on the 200-day. I like it here, but might be asking for a bit much. She is kind of stabilizing here at the highs. I was trying to see if we could get a little pop up and over the highs. All right, I'll keep that order there and flip around just a little bit. Anything else you guys are seeing? AVAH Magic 620 got hit. I love the price action on this thing. Like when it starts selling off, you see what it did. 73 cents down to 56. That's massive when it starts profit taking. Not seeing anything else really right now. Craig maybe against 220. CYRX. There comes the fade. A little bit of a fade there. Fades. ONDS I still like. It's heavy on the trend on the previous close. I could see that pulling back to like under 320 even. ONDS. It might be like a slow one that I work and hit because it's got a clear downward trend to it. I mean, this thing has got a clear down, like descending triangle trend right here. I'm tempting myself. ONDS. Let me see. I put an order out ONDS. Like 350 shares or so, pretty much against. It's tight, you know, like 340s. See if I can get filled on that. And then KVL, I liked it, but man, it's slowing down a little bit. ONDS, I just got filled on. This is one that I feel like I can kick back on the day. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the stop back up towards like 345, which would be close to a $40 loss. Okay. All right, ONDS, that one's set for a slow fade throughout the day if we can get it. I mean, I like the pattern there. It's kind of a descending triangle down towards that 330. It's on the previous close, so it needs to crack, not bounce here. And then start pulling on back, having a profit-taking red day after all these green days back-to-back from $1.99. Craig still up to 220. KAVL actually holding up pretty well up here. Up at the 200-day. What I like about it, if I didn't go over this prior, What I like about it is, I mean, the last time it did this, went up to $1, big upper shadow, and pulled back from $1 to 70 cents. But it doesn't quite look like it's going to make it to the 80 that I was looking for. So I may KVL cancel that trade. But ONDS kind of heavy on this 330 line, so we need that to crack for continuation down. But traders, I mean, I'm feeling what you're saying, Emmanuel. Things have slowed down. I don't want to like just sit here and take boredom trades. What are we at? I'm up 122 on the day. So if ONDS doesn't work, I'll be giving back about a third of that. There's KVL pulling back in a little bit. Yeah, pulled back about that 10 cents that I would have had. Craig up through 220. Huh. Okay. BRLT very heavy. Big upper wick to 205 and got slammed. Then ONDS attempted the 330 crack and a little lower shadow or lower shadow there. So some buyers are present, but we got a few things working for us. The open, it's right around the previous close. Got the VWAPs, got the upper trend that it's under right now. So a few things working for us. That's one I really just am going to kick back with. I'm going to just ignore it, really, and see where she's at later in the day. But guys, do you any questions before you start wrapping it up? I mean, the better trade today was IMG hitting the 69 cents. That one ended up working out. Sometimes less is more. You know, maybe just getting, man, and what could have made the day real green is hitting it up here, taking profits, and then the sloppy seconds push, hitting that again, and you're making whatever that. I had 1,500 shares, so $150, and that's how you start having the 300 plus days. But guys, anything before we start wrapping her up? If you're sticking around, CREG is making a leg up right now. I mean, I don't think I'm going to trade it, but 230 is not terrible. 30s to 40s there. And then I'm taking the ONDS, seeing if we can get a slow bleed on this one throughout the day on this descending triangle pattern. See if it can crack and just slowly bleed. 345 is my risk, because that would be going back green on the day. Next leg up. But yeah, it'll be a green day, whether that one works out or not. Still pushing for a nice green day. Just has not happened yet. Craig is certainly a potential. I mean, she's kind of egging me to take a trade. The 230s just hit. ONDS is trying to break up and out from hitting the 330. Triple bottoming down here. Trying to break out of this descending triangle pattern that it's in. But yeah, guys, if there's nothing, I'm gonna head out of here. Craig on watch. KAVL aggravating. Missed that one. And then, of course, yeah, a few. Pally, that one hurts. But we'll take the Green Day and run, guys. There's always tickers that we miss. There's always something out there that we don't entirely hit. But guys, if you haven't yet, smack that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit all the buttons. Hit all the buttons. If you need your eval, 5% off description. If you have any questions, averydaytrading@gmail.com. Otherwise, Friday is approaching. It's looking like a green week so far. Looking for a big green day tomorrow. And then to start off the weekend. So, guys, thank you for tuning in. We will see you first thing in the morning.